Previously on Tomb Raider 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my M16. And I'm going to try to deal... Hey! Jackass. Oh, come on, Laura. No, don't pick up the flare. And with that, the adventure continues. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Tomb Raider Marathon. I'm Jonathan Wolf and today we're continuing on with Tomb Raider 2 as we're going into the Ice Palace, which is the final level of the Tibet levels, or the Tibet section of the game. And yeah, once we finish this level, we're going to be on the end game because we have the final area after this. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as we enter this level, we're gonna get our automatics because right in front of us, there's a new gimmick for this level, and that is these bells. And basically, when you shoot them, something interesting is gonna happen. And as you can see, we have this door open when we ring the bell. And as we go into this area, we're gonna find some hairy white men, just chilling. And we also have these very interesting tiles on the ground. And these things are by far my least favorite feature in Tomb Raider 2 by a landslide. And basically we have, these are jump pads. And basically as soon as you touch them, they're basically going to spring you all across, basically to the top of the level as much as they can. And yeah, if you are not careful with these things, they can kill you in literal seconds. And sometimes these things do not work, which makes it so that, you know, the this mechanic making a no loads no mess run be very infuriating. But yeah, basically these things are very deadly, and I'm gonna basically show you how to use them with no problems. So for this first set, we actually want to face the door and basically just walk and just press forward, and as you can see, we will make it no problem to this point right here. Now in this area right here, we're gonna get some Uzi clips, and we're also gonna pull a lever. Now what this lever is gonna do is going to lower the cage that has the hairy white men, and because of that, they can now make it to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop down here. And yeah, they're basically going to find our way to us. So we're just going to snipe them very effectively. And there we go. That's all the hairy white guys done for now. But now we're going to take our shotgun because now we have to fight another one. And this one is very close. He's going to be very close. So where this med pack is, if you go 2 tiles beyond, you're going to spawn the hairy white guy. So in this tile, we're going to spawn him. And similar to all enemies, or most enemies, they take 2 shots from the shotgun to kill. Now let's go to where this hairy white man was, and here we can get a lever. And this lever is going to raise these trapdoors right here so that it will make it easier for us to hit a bell in the future. Now before we continue, if we light a flare, oh, you cannot see it very well, but actually you can see it. But if you see when it comes to the lighting, this block right here is a bit miscolored, also is a bit glitchy. Well, that is because this is a movable block, and this will give us access to the first secret of the level. So let's push it out of the way, and as you go into this next room, you're gonna see that this next secret is a bit complicated because yeah, you have this room, but I can't make it. Well, as Henry Jones once said, all it takes is a leap of faith. So yeah, as you can see, we have an invisible bridge. And yeah, basically this invisible bridge will cover, it's basically 1 tile wide, I guess. And yeah, basically, if you go to the left or right, you're gonna fall off. And as you can see, there's some ladders there to help you get out should you fall. if you fall. Because honestly, I have never fallen. I've played this game for pretty much my entire life, and I've never fallen down into that area whatsoever. There's no items, there's no enemies, so yeah, there's no point. Okay, so right here we got ourselves a large med pack. And right now we're going to go ahead and hit our first bell that we need. So yeah, for this area we got to hit 2 bells. And basically, the best way that I found to do this without taking damage is, okay, so we have this launch pad. And basically, the idea is to get up there so we can hit the bell and also try to not take damage. Because similar to the deck, there's a very big fall that will deal a lot of damage if you're not careful. So what I like to do is I like to pull up and then just slide off. And then I'm in the perfect position. And once you get into this position, you want to do a backflip. And you can actually and you'll actually be launched directly into the bell. Not only that, but you can also slide backwards and also hold the action button to, you know, not get hit, to not take fall damage. Now, what shooting the bell did is that it opened this gate that I'm standing right underneath. And now we got to open the second gate. And to do that, as you can see, those are the trapdoors that we opened, or that we raised. So now we just have to ride this launch pad up to here. And by standing in this tile, we can actually do a jumping and shoot the bell. And then we just want to slide off. Take a little bit of fall damage, but that's okay. That's really not a lot of damage you can take. Although that being said, yeah, you should have jumped to that slope right over there to take no damage. So, but oh well, it's not that bad of damage if you ask me. Okay, so this launch pad, you wanna take it from the right, and you wanna hold the action button so that you can actually grab the ledge, and you want to shimmy to the right, because this will give us access to shoot yet another bell. If I can, you know, not put the guns away. And yeah, basically, once you shoot the bell, we can move on to the next part of the level. So let's shimmy to the left, and then we want to jump, and then we want to veer once we hit the slope. And by shooting this bell, we opened this gate right here. So now we can actually go to the top side of this first area. Or I guess the topmost part of this area. Alright, so now let's go over here. And I'm going to prepare my Uzis, because as we go into this next area, yeah, as we jump into this area, we're going to spawn a hairy white guy. So let's dispose of him real quick. And let's collect some flares. Yeah, flares out of all things. And you may also notice that there's actually the stone dragon over there. Now, I am going to kid my automatics, because if we step on this tile, we are going to spawn an extra enemy. And basically, we're going to spawn a white tiger. So yeah, instead of being a normal tiger like in Great Wall, we actually spawn a white tiger, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so in this room, there is a small med pack on the left as when you enter. And to the right, there are 2 directions you can go. So right here, if you go down that pathway, actually, yeah, you cannot go past because there's actually a door. But behind the door, there is this area we can go. And this will give us access to the stone dragon secret. So yeah, that's actually the first secret of the level. Never mind, it's the second, because I completely forgot about the gold dragon. I am bad at this game. I am not good at memory, guys, I swear. Alright. So yeah, as you go into this room, you're going to spawn another white tiger. And then it's going to spawn 2 more of them. So let's go ahead and dispose of them real quick. And they were guarding, as you can see, a Tibetan Mask. And yeah, similar to all the other Tibetan Masks, by picking this up, you will also unlock some event. In this case, you will actually open the door that was back here. Which is right over here. Very awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to prepare my Uzis because we got to fight another hairy white guy. And he is over there. So let's kill him. And there is a hairy white guy down here. However, yeah, trying to get him is very difficult because, yeah, he's just going to be running all over the place as soon as you shoot him. Now, if you want to have an easier time finding where he is, what you can do is you can actually drop flares into these pits. Oh, I got a lock. He's running around. And he's dead. Sweet. Okay, so now we have to get down. And we gotta get down the safe way. However, as you can see, we got a bunch of spikes down there. So, yeah, you know, we have to find a way to... We have to find a pit that has no spikes. And to help you save some flares... first off, there's actually a small med pack. Or a large med pack. What you want to do is you want to get to the end of this room when you enter it. And then you want to fall down the middle of the final hole. And down here, as you can see... There are no spikes to deal with. Now, if we go back to the sort of beginning, in this corner we can get some automatic ammo. And in here, we can actually use our Tibetan Mask, which is awesome. And this mask is basically going to open a door that is on the other side of the wall. But before we do that, we're going to go over here to claim a small med pack. And yeah, you want to watch out you don't overshoot and land on spikes. And yeah, the door that we opened is this one right here. And as you can see we are back in the catacombs of the Talion era, which is really awesome. Now, if you fall off for whatever reason, what you can do is you can actually go over to this spot right here to climb back up and go back into the bridge. And you can also get some flares in the process. So that's awesome. Alright, so let's jump on the bridge. And now what we're going to do is, remember that flame basin that we saw in this room? Yeah, that thing right there. Well, as you can see right there, there is a lever. And by pulling this lever, we're going to turn that base, or that basin, and as you can see, lava will melt the ice, giving us an opening to go into the water, which is awesome. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, this part can be kind of tricky to not take damage. Basically just aim for the slope and then just slide. And there we go. And I completely forgot about the tigers. But yeah, as you see, we spawn some tigers. And I'm going to get my automatics just in case more of them spawn. I don't hear them. But yeah, back in here, we can actually get some shotgun shells. And in the pool where we got the Tibetan Mask back in the last level, there are some Uzi clips. Come on, Laura, pick them up. Thank you. Alright. Now, you know, we managed, oh my god. We broke the ice, which means that we can now proceed through the level. However, something I forgot to mention is that there's also an item down here. If we go into the water. And yeah, in this little pillar, we can actually get a Gong Hammer. And we need this thing to actually beat the level. Now, by picking it up, you will also spawn some catfish. And right here is the last time we'll ever use the harpoon gun. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna Wait for these guys to come. Except that I'm missing all my shots because I'm very good at this game. And then I'm gonna... Yeah, they take 3 hits and that's it. And yeah, with that said, we are officially done with Harpoon Gun. No more Harpoon Gun to use for the rest of the game. Not which, you know, not that it matters because we're not gonna get any more harpoons for the rest of the game. So there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna save my game because this next part can be very tricky because now we have to fight I want to say 4 hairy white guys. And basically, if you stand on this tile, you can actually get them and they will not bother you. However, if you stand on this tile, they can actually make it towards you. So, yeah, you do want to be careful. Alright, so I'm going to take my shotgun because now I'm going to fight 2 more. Or actually, no, 3 more. So yeah, if you go into this, if you approach this hole, you're actually going to spawn a hairy white guy. And as we go into this covey, we're actually going to spawn another one, which is going to come out from the white den. I guess the hairy white den. And in this little cave area, we have 4 pickups worth of grenades. So yeah, we got 8 grenades, which is insane. That's a lot of nades, man. Alright, let's pop a flare just in case. And yeah, now we can actually continue on. So yeah, as you get out of the water, the correct way to go is over here to the right. And I'm gonna take my, actually wait, no, not yet, but over here we can actually claim a small med pack. And right over here we got some steps. However, as you go up the steps, we're gonna spawn another hairy white guy, and that's the last hairy white guy in the level. Now, by picking up the Gong Hammer, you will also open this door right here. So yeah, you have to pick up the hammer, otherwise you cannot continue on with the level. Alright, so let's step on this tile to spawn a boulder and a troll boulder. And now we have ourselves an avalanche! With a sweet camera angle. I love it. So yeah, let's just jump into this cave area. And camera, what are you doing? Alright. Now this area can be kind of tricky, except that, you know, you can completely skip it if you make a run and jump for that tile over there. Oh my god, that was close. Wow. Now, alternative, what you can do is you can just, you know, jump back and forth while veering to the right. Or you can just, you know, do the easy way, which is drop down and just shimmy to the right. That is the fastest way of doing this. Alright, and now, for this part, we want to climb. We have this huge wall, and you can go down there if you want, but there's literally nothing down there. There's no secrets, there's no pickups, there's nothing, so yeah. Instead, you want to just aim for the middle part of the wall, and you want to climb all the way to the top. And now, we're gonna enter the titular Ice Palace. Now, there's 2 ways you can actually do this, there's 2 ways you can actually enter this area. And I'm going to save my game just to show both of them. Alright, let's save the game. And yeah, with that said, let's show both of them. Now, the first way is the typical way, which is just sliding down and just dropping down, and you will take a lot of damage, similar to the deck. However, there's a very easier way, or there's a very safer way to drop. And this can be a bit tricky if you don't know what you're doing. I hit the mic, I'm so sorry. But yeah, basically, if you follow my instructions, you will be able to survive. Alright, so what you want to do now is you want to put Lara in the middle between the leftmost side and the rightmost side of this tile. And then what you want to do is you want to slide off, and then you want to veer to the right. To the left. And yeah, basically just slide off and then veer. And as you can see, you will land on that slope. And as you see, we took like literally no damage, which is awesome. So yeah, we can now just drop down here. And here we can ring the gong using the Gong Hammer. And there we go. Very awesome music. Alright, so by ringing the gong, we opened a door that will allow us to get... I don't know if I can see it. I don't know if I can show it, but... you can barely see it, but down there in the corner, you can see like a yellow thing. And yeah, basically we opened a way to get that. But we're not going to get it yet. Instead, we are going to go and explore this area because, yeah, I mean, look at this thing. Look at this place. It's pretty awesome. And you may actually, you know, this place may sound familiar or look familiar. And that is because, yeah, up there, that's where we got a small med pack. And I showcased this area when we, you know, when we were in Catacombs of the Talion. You may also see that we have these big old doors. These big old double doors. And yeah, basically behind that door we got some items. However, we cannot get them yet until we pick up the key that is inside the palace. Now before we do anything else, we want to go to the left side of this area. And there's a ladder down here. And in this entire pit, there are a bunch of spikes. However, if you drop down here, we can actually get a lever. And this will open a door, as you can see, to the Jade Dragon, which is the third and final secret of the level. So yeah, let's go ahead and go and get it. Alright, so let's pull up, avoid the ledges. And yeah, basically now we have to fight a boss. And this boss can be kind of difficult because, actually no, he's not that difficult, but he does a lot of damage essentially. However, that being said, he is guarding two items, which are a large med pack and some Uzi clips. Now, if you want to get 100%, you have to get them. However, trying to get them without using a med pack is pretty difficult, all things considered, because you essentially have to keep distance from this guy, but also you have to try to land on the item as you pick it up. You basically have to pick it as fast as possible. So yeah, you basically have to land like I did right here. And yeah, this thing right here is the Talion. And this is going to allow us to open the door that we saw at the end of the Great Wall. So yes, we went through all of this mess just to get the key that will open the door to the temple that has the dagger. So yes, now we can actually go back to China and finally open the damn door. So yeah. Now by picking up this thing, you may also notice that those doors are open, and yeah, basically this will release the boss. Now I am going to save my game because, like I mentioned, there are two items that I have to get in that area. And those are a large med pack and some Uzi clips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay right here so I can actually make this guy come all the way over here. And oh my god, what's the boss going to be? What is it going to be? Well, it's a big old chicken. So yeah, this thing is known as the Guardian. And oh my god, yeah, as you can see, he does a lot of damage. But yeah, basically the idea is that you want to basically want to do running jumps so that you can actually maintain a distance from him. And then basically, once you get to the end, you want to go for either the med pack or the Uzi clips. And then you have to essentially repeat it. So yeah, for this part, you just want to run over here, go back to this spot, and then go around over here. And yeah, basically just play the game of running away. And yeah, basically this thing is based on a Garuda, which is a mythical creature in I want to say Buddhist religion, but I don't remember. I actually don't know. I'm not very good when it comes to that kind of topics. And oh my god, he one-punched me. Yeah, roll all you want. So yeah, this guy has a lot. So yeah, as you saw right there, this guy does a lot of damage, but also he has a very good range when it comes to his punches. But yeah, basically we just have to try again from there, and yeah, hopefully I don't get one punch to death. My mistake is that I was actually waiting for him to get near me. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay here, and then when he comes around, as soon as I see him, I'm gonna go. So yeah, right there. Oh, he got me. That is unfortunate. Now, if you feel daredevilish enough, what you can do is you can actually try to get both items at the same time. However, yeah, I've never done that before, and I'm not gonna try that now. Yeah, basically just run back here where the secret is, wait for him to get near you, and then just do running jumps. Now, when he attacks, he actually stops for a couple seconds, so you can actually use that to your advantage to get some distance from him. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I can't see. Ah! Run away! Okay, now if you want a safe spot, what you can do is you can actually jump up here. And as you can see, yeah, this guy's just gonna start roaring. And yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my M16 and I'm just gonna blast him. Now, the reason we want to get the items before we fight him is that as soon as once you kill him, as you can see right there, we end the level. So yeah, as soon as you kill him, you will actually end the level. So yeah, make sure that you get the secret and the items if you want them before you kill him, because yeah, if you kill him, you will end the level, meaning that yeah, you will have to essentially go back to the previous save or start the level again, or even the game again if you're doing a no loads no mets if you miss the secret. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Ice Palace, and that is it for the Tibet section, which means that we're now moving on to the end game, because yes, next up we have the final set of levels of Tomb Raider 2, at least for the main game. But I have to say right now that all of my deaths, all of the moments that I've been suffering, all of the things that have been, transpiring, it all leads to this. Because next time on the Tomb Raider Marathon, we're moving on to a very special level. A level that essentially made me the Tomb Raider fan I am today. A level that essentially was the reason as to why most of my Lego sets that I've purchased throughout my life have all been temple-like, have had a temple aesthetic. So yes, next time we meet, we're moving on to my favorite level, not only Tomb Raider 2, but we're moving on to my favorite level in all of Tomb Raider. But until then, this is Jonathan Wolf, and I will see you all in the next level. I'm so excited. Take it easy, everyone.